What if I told you that ancient Chinese emperors, dynasties, and civilizations had deep African roots? And what if I could prove it with ancient images, archaeology, and even photographs from the early 20th century? China's ancient history is filled with extraordinary narratives, but few are as striking as the story of the Black African presence in the development of early Chinese civilization. Recent discoveries, including ancient imagery from caves such as the Mogao and Yungan grottos, provide visual confirmation of this connection. Adding to this are historical records, anthropological studies, and even early 20th century photographs of Afro-Asian Chinese that highlight a historical lineage often overlooked in mainstream history. These findings challenge conventional narratives and emphasize the profound role Africans and their descendants played in shaping early Chinese society. The story begins with the earliest known inhabitants of Asia, described by anthropologists and historians as small black pygmies. These early settlers migrated out of Africa tens of thousands of years ago, reaching the farthest corners of Asia, including China. Chinese records and oral traditions reference the Fulanese people as small and black, further confirming their presence in the region. These Afro-Asian populations laid the cultural and social foundations of early societies in Asia, adapting to various climates and establishing practices that would influence the civilizations that followed. In addition to the initial waves of early human migration, there is evidence of more recent waves of African migrations to Asia occurring within the last 2,000 to 5,000 years. These migrations brought significant populations of Africans who contributed to the formation of functional, civilized societies in China. It is these Africans and their descendants who are depicted in ancient art, referenced in Chinese texts, and even visible in photographs from the early 20th century. These later African populations played pivotal roles in the development of China's first two major dynasties, the Xia and the Shang. Archaeological evidence, combined with historical accounts and forensic studies, confirms the African origins of these dynasties. The Shang kings, for example, introduced the solar calendar to China, a monumental achievement that improved agricultural planning, governance, and religious practices. One of the most striking figures in this narrative is Fuxi, regarded as China's first emperor. Fuxi, who reigned over 5,000 years ago, is described as a woolly-haired Negro. His African heritage is not just a matter of physical description, it is reflected in his transformative contributions to Chinese society. Fuxi established the first system of writing, organized sacrificial ceremonies, and introduced the worship of deities, which he regarded as assistants to the Supreme Being. He also laid the groundwork for social institutions and governance, earning him the title of the father of Chinese culture. The Shang Dynasty, founded by the African king Tang around 1500 BC, marks another significant chapter in this story. The Shang were innovators in various fields, including medicine, art, and governance. Ancient Chinese medicine, which dates back to the Shang era, owes much to their synthesis of medical knowledge. Even the term Naki, used to describe the Shang, reflects their African origins. Na means black, and Ki means man, translating to black man. French anthropologist H. Imbert, in his work Les Negritos de la Chine, noted that the Negroid races peopled at some time all the south of India, Indochina, and China. His findings align with those of Chinese scholar Chang Xinglang, who found evidence of a significant Negro empire in early Chinese history. Ancient Chinese documents frequently mention a powerful kingdom in southern China ruled by black Africans at the dawn of the country's history. This empire, according to historical records, wielded considerable influence over the region, further emphasizing the role of Africans in early Chinese civilization. The African presence in China was not limited to governance and innovation. It extended to trade and cultural exchange. One of the most notable examples is Zhengjiani, an East African merchant who conducted lucrative trade with Emperor Shenzong between 1067 and 1085. Zhengjiani's contributions to the Chinese economy were so significant that the emperor honored him with the title Lord Guardian of Prosperity. This relationship underscores the long-standing economic and cultural ties between Africans and Chinese. The visual evidence of Africa's influence in China is particularly compelling. Ancient cave murals, carvings, and sculptures from sites such as the Mogao Caves, Yungan Grottos, and Longmen Grottos depict individuals with distinctly African features. These artistic representations are a testament to the African presence in ancient China and their role in shaping its cultural and social landscape. Adding to this is a treasure trove of photographs from the early 20th century that show Afro-Asian Chinese individuals. These images serve as living proof of a lineage that persisted long after the Shang and Shang dynasties. They reveal that the African presence in China was not merely a relic of ancient history, but a continuous thread that endured into modern times. The photographs depict individuals with Afro-textured hair, broad noses, and dark skin tones, characteristics that align with the Afro-Asian lineage. These images challenge the erasure of Africa's historical influence in the Far East and demand a re-evaluation of what we know about China's history. Chancellor Williams, in his seminal work, The Destruction of Black Civilization, Great Issues of a Race from 4500 BC to 2000 AD, argued that ancient China and the Far East must be a special area of African research. How do we explain such a large population of blacks in southern China, powerful enough to form a kingdom of their own? This question highlights the importance of acknowledging Africa's contributions to East Asian history. Williams and others have pointed to the need for further research into these connections, emphasizing the interwoven nature of global history. The African influence on Chinese civilization is a story of resilience, ingenuity, and interconnectedness. From the early Pygmies and Phonanese people to the dynasties founded by African kings, and from the trade networks of Zhengjiani to the Afro-Asian individuals documented in early 20th century photographs, this narrative is rich with evidence. It challenges the Eurocentric lens through which history is often viewed and highlights the shared heritage of humanity. China's history, illuminated by these discoveries, serves as a reminder of the contributions of diverse peoples to the development of civilization. The images from ancient caves, combined with the photographs from the 20th century, create a continuum that connects the past to the present. These stories, long hidden or dismissed, are now coming to light, offering a more inclusive understanding of China's origins. The legacy of Africans in China is not just a historical curiosity, it is a vital part of the global narrative. It underscores the importance of migration, innovation, and cultural exchange in shaping the world we know today. By acknowledging this history, we honor the contributions of Africans to one of the world's oldest and most influential civilizations, and we gain a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of human history. Thanks for watching this episode. Do remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and look out for the next one on Africa's great civilizations.